to chat for the hearts that sustain us. Bringing the love where the waves crash and scatter. Words form a bond and they endlessly chain us. Kindness that matters. Voices arise and the flow never falter. Building a space where the ties last forever. Chat is the place where respect doesn't alter, holding us clever. Grateful are we for the sparks that ignite us. Chat lifts us up, every voice brings its power. Threads of goodwill through the storms that unite us. Hope we devour. Here in this space, every heart finds its meaning. Words weave a net where the world feels much kinder. Chat is the pulse, every moment redeeming, binding reminder. Grateful are we for the sparks that ignite us. Chat lifts us up, every voice brings its power. Threads of goodwill through the storms that unite us. Hope we devour. Quiet nights and the storms full of thunder. Chat holds the light, every word a new tether. Strength in the love that connects us no sunder, lifting together. Hats off to Chat for the joy in your giving. Every kind soul brings a world that feels brighter. May these connections endure while we're living, bond growing tighter. Hats off to Chat for the joy in your giving. Every kind soul brings a world that feels brighter. May these connections endure while we're living, bond growing tighter. To Chat for the hearts that sustain us. Bringing the love where the waves crash and scatter. Words form a bond and they endlessly chain us. Kindness that matters. Voices arise and the flow never falter. Building a space where the ties last forever. Chat is the place where respect doesn't alter, holding us clever. Grateful are we for the sparks that ignite us. Chat lifts us up, every voice brings.
Hi! How are you guys? Lupita, you won first in. How are you doing? We have a difficult choice here today. And I think we're going, Ryan, I think come. Hi, Professor Kakan. How are you? We are going to start. Hey, Antics. Hey, Bill. We have a Wicked theme this evening. So we will start with Elphaba. Elphaba? Elphaba? I'm not sure how you say it, guys. I haven't seen the movie or the musical. So I am unfamiliar with the realities of the story. It is good to see everybody. I've had a good day. I hope y'all have had a good day so far. I went into work, but they didn't need me. So I got to come home early, which is a blessing and a curse. I always like coming home early, but there's the whole bit about I don't get paid if I come home early. So, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. Turns out the client didn't need me as much as they thought they would. And so home I went, which is fine. I've got things I can do from here for that. I've got other work I can do. So Lupita, I hope you like what story? Which story, Professor? You mean this story, Wicked? I think Cricket was on a Wicked theme. I'll leave it to y'all to guess what the third Minnesota Goodbye Prize is. So I've got plenty of work to do. I got some of it done. I need to do some live chat, learn Braille so he can read in the dark. Now he feels like a superhero. Adam, I thought we didn't like live chat. Oh, live chat's what we do like. Good, I'm glad you like it, Lupita. Get an email off to me, and I will get it sent to you post haste, dear. Post haste. That is the Wicked Witch of the West. Witch prize. Exactly, Adam. It's a witch prize. A golden boot? Who's got a golden boot? What's a golden boot? I don't know what you mean. I think that in the story, even the bad witch isn't a bad witch. If she's just drawn that way, she's kind of like Jessica Rabbit. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, says Jessica Rabbit. Y'all remember that? I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Get rid of the necklace. I don't like it hanging out there. Instead, it can hang in there. Wearing my Pooh t-shirt today and my sweatpants and my hoodie because it is, you guys, 72 degrees outside. Das Boot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was very confused. She's a good witch. Yes, she is a good witch. Doesn't tell the whole story, that's for sure. And I am waiting until the second installment of Wicked comes out. I am waiting until that happens in order to do Jess Rab. Who's Jess Rab, Professor? In order to watch both of them, because I don't want to watch it as this divided thing. Just one or the other, or rather both at once, not one or the other, both at once. I don't want to have to wait for the two halves of the movie. I want them all at once. And so that is what I am going to do, is wait until both movies come out to go see it. Then I will go see Wicked. The other news is Jessica Rabbit. Oh, yes, Jessica Rabbit. Jess Rab. Yes, Jessica Rabbit. I don't know what I should have gotten that, Professor. That's completely obvious. Orion, what are you doing? Come here. Pop, pop. Let me grab a puppy, y'all. Come here. Come on. Yeah. Hi. Okay. Can you not lick my face? Can you not lick my face? No. It's you got into the cat food today, and that's really not good when that happens. It's not good for you to get into the cat food. We prefer to avoid that. You don't need to give me licks. You don't need to give me licks. You can just sit here and say hello to everybody. Say hello. Oh, yes. Yes, I know you're a sweet boy. Yes, you are a sweet boy. Yes, you are a sweet boy. I know you are. You like my shirt? Thank you, Bill. It's a lovely poo. It's a Tigger shirt. It's a Tigger shirt. I can't look at it in detail right now because I'm too busy with the puppy. Yeah. Hi. You're going to try and lick my face? It's warm over here in the corner. I have been cold all day, but now all of a sudden I'm all warm. Yes, a good boy. It's a good boy. Yeah. You're phasing in and out, Orion. Phasing in and out. So the other thing that has happened this week, y'all, I can't quite believe it's Wednesday. The other thing that has, oh my, yes. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to lick my face. Yeah. Okay. The other thing that has happened this week is that I have decided to quit vaping. So I can still vape 420 related materials, but I no longer vape the flavored nicotine items. So that was Monday, as of Monday. So we're 2 days into it, and I am doing relatively okay. Child number 3 made a really good point to me, one that kind of hit home. They said, normally, when you're smoking a cigarette, you have to get up and go out and make it an event. You have to go outside. You have to make something happen. It has to be some sort of a ritual. Sorry about the phasing, guys. There's not much I can do about it. It has to be some sort of a ritual. And the thing that doesn't happen, when you're vaping, because you can do it anywhere, is it's no longer a ritual. There's no ritual involved. So you're just doing it willy-nilly. And that made me think long and hard. It's like, sort of like I wouldn't be down with people drinking alone. That's not a good activity. And if I think of nicotine as an addictive substance, the original butt phone, welcome in. We love to see you here. Hey, lay down. Lay down. Stay. Sorry, I'm trying to. The other thing I want to do, guys, lay down. Lay down. Down. The other thing I'm wanting to do is to try and get Orion better trained. And I'm not quite sure how to go about that. Not quite sure how to go about that. Whether I should find a trainer or try to do it myself. I mean, he's fairly well trained for some things, but terribly poorly trained for other things. And Butt Phone, it's lovely to have you here. Are you any relation to the original Butt Dial? Because I do a lot of that butt dialing. That happens a lot. So I've got to look into what's going on. I said I've quit the nicotine, and I'm looking into more training for Orion. Difficult to remove the alpha tendencies? Which alpha tendencies? Cousin colon call. Butt Phone, you'll get along with folks here quite well, is my guess. Oh, Bilf, here's my shirt. It's Pooh, Tigger, and Eeyore. It's covered in Orion hair. But it says, make your own sunshine. Make your own sunshine. Tigger, Pooh, and Eeyore. Your dog is only well trained with the trainer. There's a butt dial soap. It stinks. See what I meant, butt phone? You're gonna be in good company here. Lupita, I thought about sending him off to a kennel and having him trained, but that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid I'll spend all that money to have him trained. No, Orion hasn't taken the alpha role. Orion, I mean, maybe he's taken the alpha role, but he can. You're a former butt phone. You escaped. That's excellent that you escaped. You're a regular phone now. Except it says butt phone. It says the original butt phone. Are you the original former butt phone? Is that what your phone needs? What's it called? That thing, your name? There's another name it. Oh, yes, Pup Groomer is amazing, Professor. I didn't realize you didn't know Pup Groomer. Pup Groomer is amazing. She has done so much amazing work in this community to help protesters, to be there for protesters. Handle. Yes, that's it. Thank you for helping me with the brain fog, butt phone. You didn't want to confuse people. We are not confused. You have succeeded in not confusing us. Professor, you will love Jen. She is so lovely. The artist formerly known as Butt Phone. There you go, Fab Daddy. How are you doing, man? Hear this just for you. Just for you, Fab Daddy. I was just telling everybody I have given up vaping the nicotine. Pup Groomer is award-winning and a great activist and supporter. Yes, she is. She is amazing. Butt Phone, you've been around for a while, if you know that. You must know somebody really well to know that about Jen. You are absolutely welcome here if you know Jen. We love Jen here. The Prince of Butt Phone Landia. The Prince of Butt Phone Landia. My goodness, you guys are gonna have a rip-roaring time tonight. I told Fuzzy I thought I was spicy earlier. You guys are just gonna take it right out of my hands. Lupita, do you have my email so you can email me for that Alphaba picture? There's the email for you. You met a new friend yesterday, a retired HR gal from Chico State. That's cool, Fab Daddy. Where'd you meet her? It's so nice when you meet new friends. I am desperately trying to make new friends in real life. And do you know that it is hard to find real friends in real life? This is hard to meet new people. Okay, good, Lupita. I don't want to forget. I don't want to wander off and forget, which is what I will do. if I don't make sure and handle it now. Chico, I've heard that Chico is a very good school. I've heard that Chico is a very good school. My son went into HR. He works HR for a small company here in the Portland. You meet new friends at the Knights of Pythias Lounge? Is there a bar in or the Knights of Pythias Lodge? Is there a bar inside the Knights of Pythias Lodge? I'm thinking there's a joke there. Friendship, charity, and benevolence. Interesting. Can you make friends at the Knights of Pythias Lodge? You play billiards. Nice, Fab. Floating down the American River in an inner tube is a cool way to pass a summer day near Chico. That sounds like a lovely thing to do, Butt Phone. That sounds like a lovely thing to do. See, Adam? Right over my head. But I gotta get the joke. I mean, I figured there was a joke in there somewhere. My bruise is getting better. Can you guys see it anymore? I think you can hardly see it. There it is. All of this area is bruised. Okay. Okay, Lupita. Yeah. All of that. It's getting better. It's getting better. And now, of course, since I'm hanging out with you guys, I'm getting warm. The Knights of Pythias Grand Lodge was turned into condos. One of the coolest buildings in New York City. Interesting. They took the fun out of tubing down the Sacramento River in Chico. How'd they do that, Fab? How'd they do that? Got cat hair on my face. Butt phone is sad. Very sad. No alcohol. Oh. Too many deaths. Well, you know, sometimes they've got to make rules. I get it. So I'm feeling when I'm sitting down, it feels weird because I don't have my vape to do things with. So I need to figure out Inner tubing is still fun without beer. Yes, inner tubing is still fun without beer. I need something to do. Hold on just a second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll keep talking to you. But hold on just a second. You know that part where I said I needed something to do? I just realized you probably couldn't hear me while I walked away. Look, I'm back. Or I should be back. Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me? It looks like I'm back. I think I'm back. Hey, good vibes. How are you, dear? Okay. So I need something to do to occupy my hands while I sit here. And I think, come here, Ryan. Okay, good. Thank you, butt phone. Butt phone, do I know you? Have you been here before? Only nice thing about tubing is being able to pee while floating down a river without people knowing. You think people don't know? You like to tube with a Tahitian lady and a drink. That sounds excellent. Okay, you can hear me 5 by 5. Let's see about getting your Matthew. Okay. Do I Matthew the King? Are you Matthew the King? So let's sit here and see what I can do while I sit here and chat with you guys. Let's see how the knitting goes. Let's just try this out as a possibility. I could be peeing in the bathtub and you would never know. Bilf makes a very, very good point, Fab. He makes a very, very good point. Okay, so let's see. I don't have my reading glasses over here today. They're all on my night table, on my rather end table. So, unless I want to get up, I'm going to have to do this row without my reading glasses. But I think that I'm doing it just fine. I got it. Okay, Matthew. Thanks for letting me know. It's good to see you too, dear. It's good to see you too. So we've shown off Orion. Soda just ate, so he's not going to make himself available. I have learned the trick to getting Soda to come on stream is not to feed him. That is the trick to get Soda to come on stream. And actually, guys, I was so cold all day. And now I am just perspiring. Oh, because it's 76 degrees in the house. It's just a little warm. Let's get some air in here and make it a little less stuffy. Maybe that'll help. Otherwise, I need to go grab a fan. You guys can watch me knit. Watch me knit. I need to decide what to do. I am almost. Bill, you know what we were going to ask you about in the next chat, no matter where it is. Professor, what is that? I want to know. How is everybody's day? Like I said, I went into work, and I spent about a half a shift at work. Turns out that my client didn't need me. And so I took off and spent the afternoon doing some research, and I need to do some training. Tomorrow I go into work for a few hours only. And then Friday I work all day. And then I've got the whole week off until next Thursday. This week we went to the Clark County Fair, which is up in Vancouver, Washington, the Vancouver area. And that was what Bill sort of revealed just before. Oh. Did Bill sort of reveal? Now we're going to ask him if he's peeing in the bathtub every time we see him. Are you peeing in the bathtub? The difference between knitting and crocheting is essentially in knitting, you're holding all the stitches on the needle. You see, there's a bunch of stitches on my needle. See, every one of these little lines is a stitch. So I'm holding all those stitches on the needle, and I'm running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I catch up occasionally, Professor. Sometimes I need breadcrumbs to catch up, though. I'm a little slow in the head. Little slow in the head. So you just pee directly in the hot water heater? There you go. So knitting, you have a set number of stitches, and you work them back and forth in the row as you go. So this is I cast on a set number of stitches, and I can make it as long as I want to. Hi, Susan. You ran out, so you needed a PPP loan? Adam. So that is knitting. In crochet, you only have one stitch on your hook at any time. And it is up to you how you make those stitches behave and what direction. So you can be crocheting along and make a sharp left turn, which is something you can also do in knitting. It's just a little different. Generally, the difference is in knitting, you're holding all the stitches on the needle, and in crocheting, you're just holding one stitch at a time on the hook. Ecclesiastical snitches get cross stitches. I've got some cross stitching I need to pull out and do after I'm done with this project. I am almost done with this project. What I have to figure out is if I need to add another skein. Yes, but phone, I can tell just by looking at it if it's crocheted or knitted. The interesting thing about knit and crochet is that you can get machines to knit things, but you can't get machines to crochet things. Machine crochet is not a thing. It's not possible. Only humans can crochet things. So if you have a crocheted piece, it was made by a human. As more chatters join, we make it harder for hosts to keep up with our shenanigans. Indeed. But I find that about 30 people is a good size group. I don't know what I would do with a group much longer than that. Because it's hard for just the 7 of you watching to chat enough to make it hard for me to catch up. Although, if I get really distracted and I'm talking on and on about something else, then I can get behind in the joke. That's why you're here? Exactly, Susan. That is why you're here. How are you doing, dear? Hubby started his first cardiotherapy this week, and it went well. Professor is not misbehaving, Fuzzy. How are you doing? I decided I'd had enough of the spring evening porch, and I needed some you're running on pure theta? Adam, you crack me the fuck up. Oh my god. Running on pure theta. So guys, where is brain fog? Can we Beetlejuice brain fog? Brain fog, brain fog, brain fog. And look, I said it 3 times without calling her a frog. Brain fog, brain fog, brain fog. I did it again. Look at that. Hubby is doing relatively well. Let me check, Lupita. I did not receive your email, Lupita. I am knitting. I did not get your email. Don't forget the 3 N's in Anne, Lupita. It's an easy thing to forget. Brain fog signal, yes. I am knitting, Lupita. Do you want to see the whole piece? Yeah, we need a brain fog signal. I got this amazing pair of shoes for hubby's to wear with my outfit for hubby's reunion. They are so cute, but they are just about half a size too small. They're a 9.5 instead of a 10, and oh my goodness, I could make it work, but boy, oh boy, can I tell. And they're so cute. Hey, Ro. They're so cute. I couldn't bear to have them just be too small. And so I found some spray to stretch my shoes. So currently I've got on Living the Dream, Knitting in Paris. Indeed, J-Bat. Indeed. Row, row, row your boat. I hope that's what you meant, Professor. Knitting in Paris would be amazingly lovely, J-Bat. That would be amazing. Just sitting on a porch like this, outside on a nice summer evening. Yes, you guys, that's all that's left on this skein. I am oh so close to done. Knitting is Paris, Knitting in Paris, a new novel by Marianne Hart Perkins. Who's Marianne Hart Perkins, Adam? My youngest gets extra special bonus points for hanging out with a friend of the family's kid that they haven't seen since they were knee high to a grasshopper. And they just moved back here. You made her up? Okay. Then I feel better, Adam. New novel by Marianne Hart Perkins. It's pretty funny. I just wasn't sure if she was somebody. Knitting with Paris. There you go, Susan. Knitting with Paris. That sounds lovely too. That sounds lovely too. So since I gave up vaping, I really need to have something to do to occupy my hands so I don't notice that I want to vape in the situations where I would have been able to vape before. So we'll see if knitting does the trick or I need to come up with some other. I haven't gotten an email yet, Lupita. But let me check and see if I've got your email, Lupita. No, I don't have your email here that I can find handy, Lupita. Nancy Taylor Hackenbush. You have a go-to? I like Hackenbush. That's funny. So this little shawl is almost done. I need to talk to Antics and have her teach me how to block so that it quits with the rolled up edges. And yeah, the thing I need to figure out is if I need to add to the length and add one more skein of pale coral stranded with. So I like, should I do, so I've got, this is the mohair I'm using with this silk. And what I'm wondering is, so on one end of this, I did this silk with a peach mohair that matched, that turned it into this. Chicken enchilada casserole. Oh, I want the recipe, Professor. That sounds just lovely. I love chicken enchilada casserole. We are really um we're really struggling with food here. We've got such different diets that almost all four of us who live in the house eat different things, especially with hubby trying it. Yeah, yummy is right, Bill. I'm all over chicken enchilada casserole. Yeah. I'm going to have to start. Hubby is changing his diet significantly because of the heart attack, which is completely fair. Hold on just a second. Let me get untangled here, y'all. Okay. So the question is, again, here's the whole scarf. It's got lots of color changes. Lots of color changes. So this is the first and the second and the third and then the fourth So the question is, do I do this? Currently, I'm doing this, and I could just end when I run out of this yarn, which is almost. It's almost gone. Or I could match this up with this. These two together, Fuzzy, you want me to try that? Because I've still got a lot of the mohair. So I could add as much I could add as many rows as I have of the mohair with the pale pink and make the scarf just a little bit longer. Currently, this is about how long it is. So it is long enough. So the question is, do I really want to even need to make it any longer? Should I keep this pale pink for something else? I could always do something else, and this is kind of good as it is. What do you guys think? Should I add the pale pink at the end? Or should we just end with the fuchsia? It looks different if it's on the knit side or the purl side. There, that's a little better. See? You think we would stop as is? Yeah, Susan, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I think adding any more is just asking for trouble. It's almost done. In fact, I could cast it off. I could cast it off with this row because there is not much left. Maybe I'll do that. I should do that. We will cast off together. Okay, guys? Does everybody know how to cast off? We'll cast off on a knit row and it will be almost all done. Casting off is a little bit more work. I have to watch. Never ask for trouble. Yeah, you're probably right, Fuzzy. You're probably right. This is a good length. It's good enough. Are we fishing? We are not fishing. Fishing? We are casting off. So if you guys see now, I've knit all these stitches, but you see that? That's the stitches coming off the needle. So you can't just drop all these stitches. You've got to get them all off the needle. That's what you meant by fishing, casting off. You've got to get the stitches off the needle. It's you know, otherwise you just keep knitting along. So if you'll see, here is the stitches that are coming off the needle as I knit this row. Every stitch, I'm casting it off. Oh my goodness, guys. Do you know where we are? We are at the first Minnesota goodbye. As soon as I'm done with this cast off, you guys have to remind me. I was telling you about these adorable shoes. We haven't managed to Beetlejuice brain fog. Okay. Here we go. See, this is why I don't knit on stream. Ro, I can't see what those emojis are. Anybody want to tell me what Ro's emojis are? See, now you're just getting dead air, you guys, while I cast this whole thing off. It's going to be 10 minutes. Hello Kitty, hello Kitty, hello Kitty. That's how we're going to do it. You think if we scream Hello Kitty, will Beetlejuice brain fog? That's an excellent idea, Bill. If it works, I am going to roll over in hysterics. If it works, I will roll over in hysterics. She said that she might not make it tonight because I don't think she was feeling well. So if she doesn't make it, we understand why. This is coming along. We are more than halfway. As it goes, it just takes a little more concentration. Good night, good vibes. Good night. It was good to see you as always, dear. Thanks for stopping by. Sleep well. Professor, I am still drooling over the chicken enchilada casserole. Do we get a recipe? Do we get a recipe, Professor? Because I desperately want a recipe. I need to figure out how to cook just for myself. And I don't quite know how to make that happen. Mama Catone, Mama Catone, Mama Catone, indeed. We're trying all the names. Oh my goodness, y'all. I am so warm. Thank you, Professor. Thank you for sending it. I am so warm that I have got sweat dripping down my face while I'm sitting here. Cold all day long. And now I'm cooking. Not convenient at all, y'all. Not convenient at all. Trying not to lose the stitches. Your chicken enchilada is made from daffodils, soy protein, and old newspapers. Somehow, Adam, that doesn't sound very appetizing. Even some tofu might make it a little better. Even some tofu might make it a little better. So you guys can't see this, but I've got perspiration dripping down my face. It is not the normal in the house. Maybe I got over warm while I was cold. Oh my goodness. You never know with my body. The strangest thing. Literally, I was in the other room freezing my hiney off before I came on here to talk to you. And now you guys must have my nervous system in such an uproar that I am warm and perspiring. It's great. The International Herald Tribune gives it zing. That's an interesting and new kind of spice, Adam. Not the kind of spice I normally go for in my food. We are coming along, you guys. You are going to witness this amazing. I have been working on this piece for at least. You're imagining Adam Carmona surrounded by stacks of old New York Post pun headlines. There you go, Adam. Or Bilf. That would be hilarious. I think if Cricket were here, we would need a picture of that, Bilf. Cricket should make a picture of Adam surrounded by old. Careful, let's not drop the stitch at the last minute. I'm almost done. Headless man found in topless newsroom. Oh my goodness, you guys. I keep trying to drop the stitch. Oh. Ryan noticed something had been dropped to the floor. Yeah, now we're trying to Beetlejuice Cricket. Ryan. Ryan is under my desk, nosing at the dog bed, trying to get under it and turn it over for some reason. Because he likes to do that. He likes to turn the pillows over and get underneath them. It is the funniest thing to watch. It is the funniest thing to watch. He climbs up on the sofa and dives under the pillows to overturn them onto the floor. And then we have to pick all the pillows up off the floor because the dog. Because the dog. So. Almost there, y'all. It's hard to keep the tension right for this last little bit of work. You have to keep on top of it, not drop stitches. You'll notice that I'm having to watch myself. The final call and the chief. Anything new with Aaron's arrest? Last I heard, he decided not to go with the more expensive law firm and instead go with a more economical firm that he thought would do just fine. But I have been out of the loop the last several days. I did hear that Chumley was not remanded to custody and is still out waiting for their court date. I have heard that Scientology is taking the city of Clearwater to court. That's going to be really interesting. I think Pam Bondi seems to be pretty friendly to Scientologists, so we will see what comes of that. It's going to be important to watch. There's only 2 stitches left, y'all. 1 and 2. Look at that. There is the last stitch. And now I don't have a scissor here, but I've got this lovely pair of clippers that will probably do the job just fine. There it is, guys. All finished. All finished. It's all done. I completed it. Look at that, y'all. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I think it came out rather nice. Now I just need to make it so it doesn't curl. It does look rather good, doesn't it? The colors are just right. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. It's time for second Minnesota goodbye, y'all. Yeah, it came out. It came out rather well. I think it'll keep me nice and toasty this winter. And it's just big enough. How long did it take? How long did it take? $6 weeks. And I probably spent so 30 to 40 hours, maybe 50 or 60, somewhere between 30 and 60 hours. I think. I wasn't thinking about tracking the time when I first started, so I don't have a good answer as to how long it took. Yeah, it's the biggest piece I've ever knit for myself. And I still have to decide if I think I'm keeping it for me. I think I am. But I've got to think about it because I've got somebody that I might want to give it to as a gift. But I think I also put enough into this that I feel like I should keep it for myself. Yeah. So brain fog hasn't arrived. Let me show you the shoes that I bought that were too small. You see how cute these are? Hey, Ro, how are you? Aren't they adorable with the square and the circle? I just love them. And they were on such clearance. They've got really nice shoe soles. They're really comfy. I thought they were so cute. So I was really happy that I found some shoe stretching stuff to try and make it work. Oh, and did I tell you guys I have been so frustrated with what to do with my old clothes because I've got some really nice pieces. I didn't want to send it to Goodwill, and honestly, you guys, I, I've got to buy new clothes. I need a budget to buy new clothes with, and if I can sell the old clothes to help fund that, then that'll help, right? But sending them to the consignment store is just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. And so my youngest is going to put them on Poshmark, and we will sell them on Poshmark. And then I'm going to split the money with them. So they'll be motivated to get a good price for them. What else? Next week, so we went to the Clark County Fair, and it was bigger than any of the other fairs that I've been to this summer of going to county fairs. It's bigger than any of the county fairs that I've been to so far this summer. That doesn't include the Washington County Fair because I did not go to the Washington County Fair. I think next week, well, I'm sure next week we're going to the Clackamas County Fair. And so I think that the Clackamas County Fair will be slightly bigger than the than the fairs we've been to so far. I think it might even be bigger than the Clark County Fair. So I'm looking forward to the Clackamas County Fair. And then in 3 weeks, the last weekend in August is the Oregon State Fair. And so we're going to be going to that. So that will be fun. There's no chance I'll go live at the fairs because I am going with my clients from work. It's unfortunate. Because when I was at the fair last week, and Scientologists were there. Which fair were we at last week? And the Scientologists were there. Hold on. Now I need to remember. The Yamhill County Fair. I got to the Yamhill County Fair and we were walking around. And the Scientologists had a booth at the Yamhill County Fair, which makes a lot of sense since their stupid school is in Yamhill County. Hey, Lupita, I haven't gotten your email yet, honey. Yeah, Scientologist in the Wild. They had a whole booth. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't tape. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't do anything. So there is unfortunately no chance at all that I'll go live at the fair. It would be fun. That's something I would love to do, but it just doesn't work. There, that's a little better. It just doesn't work with the current setup of the reason that I'm going to the fair. The reason I'm going to the fair isn't because I wanted to go. It is because, you guys, how are you liking my green eyeshadow? This is me trolling for compliments, but I spent a lot of time on that green eyeshadow, and I think it looks heavenly. There you go, Lupita. Yes, it is better to be smart about it. I totally would have gone live had I found them on my own, but since I was out for work, I totally can't. I totally can't. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, sir. I worked really hard on the green eyeshadow today, so. And my eyes hide it. You can't see it until I blink. So, y'all, it is time for the third Minnesota goodbye. We are moving right along. I can't wait to show you guys. Green is your favorite color? Oh, that's nice, Matthew. Green is not my favorite color, but pink eyeshadow tends to make one look like one has pink eye, and unless one's really good at it. I wish they wouldn't allow them at the fairs. Yeah, me too, Susan. Me too, but they can't. I mean, they've got the Republicans and the Democrats and the local church and the creationists, and there's no way. I can't see a way to keep them out. It's unfortunate, but it is the way things are at the moment. There is prices to be paid for free speech. Free speech is not really that free, y'all. Scientology is opening an ill will store. Ha ha ha. That's excellent, Adam. An ill will store. Yeah, absolutely. Stored up lots of ill will. Lots of ill will. I need to maybe try and get down to the org. Maybe I'll try and get down to the org one day this month. Frankly, I just never know if I'm going to run into other people and I just don't want to run into other people anymore at the org because it is you didn't have Scientologists on our campus, but you had Moonies and Lyndon LaRocheites and Harry Fishnuts. Negative intent galleries. There you go, butt phone. I am going to just call you Matthew, dear, if that's okay. Is that allowed to call you Matthew? I don't want to do that if you want me to call you butt phone. But Matthew has a nicer ring to it than butt phone. I'm sorry. It just does. It just does. Let me see. Kristen! Hi! Clark! Did you just arrive? Clark, you won third Minnesota. Goodbye, Clark. Okay, good, sweetie. Clark, you win third Minnesota. Goodbye. Your cover is blown. Well, you did tell me, Matthew. I'm sorry, dear. Clark, look at what you get. You won third Minnesota. Goodbye. You're in Oregon with your cousin Grandma Featherblade? Are you actually in Oregon, at Clark? I thought you were. Is that true, Adam? Matthew was a rebel. LaRouche started as a Marxist. He started as a Marxist? Did he actually write under the name Lynn Marcus? Other people that my chat knows? Yes. Other people that I don't want to run into. Other people who have been less than friendly. Yeah. And they tend to be supporters. Well, Clark, you're practically close. Springfield's actually a long ways away. If I recall correctly, Springfield. Springfield is a long way away. Oh, no, it's not that far. Uh, It's Eugene. It's only a couple hours. Close enough. So they are also, Professor, these people tend to be supporters of Elvis. Did I make which? Bill blew your cover? Which video private? Near Eugene, yeah. Tomorrow, Cottage Grove. But phone has a distinctive ring. Indeed, it does. Indeed, it does. Clark, you know to email me. Email me for your Tin Man photo, Clark. Yeah. Did I make which video private, Professor? Lynn Marcus. How are you, Kristen? It is good to see you. What is new and different in your world? I am trying to phase into green, apparently. The phone does not like the orange. I will have to look into that, Adam. Do some reading in my spare time now that I don't have school. Elvis is Brain Fog's name for DOA. Kristen, good for you. I put down vapes. I've quit vapes for like 2 days now. So we can be quitting buddies, Kristen. Are you smoking? Are you vaping, or did you just go cold turkey? I don't know if Bilf made his video private. You'd have to ask Bilf. Send me a link to the song, butt phone. Send me a link to the song, Matthew. Lupita, let me check my email again. No email. Let me look. Let me look using other forms. No vapes. Good, Kristen. So we're quitting together. That's excellent news. I don't have the email. Into the orange. That sounds excellent. Well, I'm unhandling vaping. My kids wanted me to quit, so quitting I am doing. There you go. Done and done. Shantix. Are you liking the Shantix or using is it just Shantix you're using? How is that helping? I did not plan to quit, but the kids pestered me and they made some really good points. And so I decided it was appropriate to quit. Quitting for your 28-year-old baby brother as well. Let's all Chantix. There you go, Adam. Something in the orange. Oh, you were asking Bilf. Duh. Bilf, are you still here? Makes you forget all kinds of stuff. That's interesting, Kristen. Why is that, do you think? Is it the Chantix that's making you forget, or is it the lack of smoking that's making you forget? The lack of nicotine that's making you forget. The lack of your regular ritual. So, Kristen, here's the point that my child made to me, which is thanks, Susan. When you go out to smoke a cigarette, there is a certain ritual involved with going out to smoke that cigarette. You have to leave the building, right? You have to make it an event. Whereas for my vaping, there was no making it event. So there should always be a ritual around drug use. I don't know, but I got a week left and then we will see. At first, I forgot to make Grandpa breakfast and go smoke. Exactly, because your rituals are all messed up. Yeah. So you need to find new rituals. And you need to be mindful about that. 10, 10, 10. XXX. All I can think of is the Family Feud screen when you got the third buzzer. XXX. That was the worst in Family Feud. Absolutely the worst. You don't drink coffee anymore. How come there's no need for the coffee? You got a new exercise bike ritual you're doing? That's excellent, Kristen. I've been putting some new rituals in place. I need to start doing that more intently. Make my morning ritual more ritually rather than just one thing. I need to make it into many things. It's hard to change rituals. It's hard to change your schedule. It's hard to shake things up. Oh, cigs and coffee go together. See, my caffeine habit is supplied by soda. I mean, buy cola, not soda. Soda's different. Soda does not supply my caffeine habit. I got it, Lupita. Está aquí. I saw it. Where'd it go? I know it showed up. Hmm. Hold on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at these beautiful flower pictures, Lupita. Butterflies. Oh, can I show him? Lupita, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Can I show the puppy pictures, Lupita? I won't show the others. But he is just adorable. And your zinnias, you know, Lupita, my grandma grew zinnias in her garden. And when I was a little girl, I would go outside and I was allowed to look at Lupita's zinnias and lovely butterflies. I would go out and she had so many zinnias. So many zinnias. And I would go out and cut a bouquet, fresh bouquets out of the garden. And she had this amazing flower gathering basket that I was allowed to use. I don't know whatever happened to it. Look at him. You just have to be patient, Kristen. You just have to be patient. Look at him. Now you're itching? Yeah. He is adorable. Adorable. You grew the. Wow, Lupita. Remind me, are they annuals or perennials? Are zinnias annuals or perennials? Squishy face baby indeed. Isn't he adorable? Oh, Kristen, you didn't see. I finished the scarf, Kristen. You know, the scarf I've been knitting? He's cute and he knows it? Yeah, I bet he does. I finished the scarf. The scarf I've been working on. I done finished it. It's got many colors. Yeah. Is his name Perry? Perennials. Oh, Kristen. It is made out of a silk. It is made out of a silk mohair and merino. Silk, mohair, and merino. I think it gets the job done. I think it gets the job done. I think it'll work. It's a good width. And once I get it blocked, it'll be even better. Okay, with that said, you guys, Clark, please don't forget to email me for your prize. Fancy? Yeah. I got the fancy yarn for a project that I never did, so I'm using it for something else. I did do one project. I got the yarn for one project, and I did do that project, but then I had leftovers for. You want 3? I'll happily make you one, but I gotta charge you for the knitting and for the knitting and for the yarn. Knitting Cult Lady manages to do it. She sells all her knitting stuff on her stream. She does an amazing job. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna sign off. You have a lovely evening too, Lupita. Thank you for spending your evening with me, y'all. You know how much I enjoy it. I love seeing all y'all. Yeah, at least 200. I think at least 30 hours went into making it. I did not keep track while I was working on it, but I'd say it's at least 30 hours. Catch y'all later.